The tragedy of My Lai had claimed over hundreds of deaths of the innocent Vietnamese civilians. The massacre was done by Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 20th Infantry. The leader, William Calley, was indicted 13 months after the massacre and was found later guilty for 6 counts of premeditated murder of the killings of 109 Vietnamese civilians. He was later sentenced to 22 years of jail, but only had to serve 6 years in jail and house arrest. In the books, In the Lake of the Woods, the trial of William Calley is briefly discussed and has a different point of view, but also shows some accuracy between the book and the actual trial. William Calley Jr. was born on June 8, 1943 in Miami, Florida. His father was a United States Navy veteran of World War II. Calley graduated from Miami Edison High School in Miami and later attended Palm Beach Junior College in 1963. In 1964, he dropped out of Palm Beach Junior College due to his bad grades, consisting of C's, D's, and mainly F's. He then entered the workforce, being a bellboy, dishwasher, salesman, insurance appraiser, and a train conductor. He later went in the Army and was assigned to Charlie C, 1st Battalion, 20th Infantry Regiment, and 11th Infantry Brigade, and began training in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, in preparation to be deployed to South Vietnam, where he would take part in the My Lai massacre. There were many differences in the book and in real life. From the book, it seems like nobody supported Calley, especially from Robert Maples, who was questioned, "Did you have any conversation with Lieutenant Calley at that ditch?" "Yes." "What did he say?" "He asked me to use my machine gun." "At the ditch?" "Yes." "What did you say?" "I refused." From this, the reader can assume that his soldiers that many people didn't support Calley, but in real life, there were many supporters. The White House received many letters to demand a release for William Calley. There was a song called Battle Hymn of Lieutenant Calley, which demanded the release of Calley. Many of the quotes in the evidence column are actually real from the one in court. For example, one from Dennis Cotty. "Did you ever open your pants in front of a woman in the village of My Lai?" "No." "Isn't it a fact that you were going through My Lai that day looking for a woman?" "No." "Didn't you carry a woman half nude on your shoulders and throw her down and say was too dirty to rape?" "You did do that, didn't you?" "Oh yeah, but it wasn't at My Lai." Another example can be found on page 135. "How do you evacuate someone with a hand grenade?" "I don't have no ideas, sir." "Why did you make that statement?" "It was a figure of speech, sir." Do you mean when you said it?" I meant only means I could evacuate the people would be a hand grenade, and that isn't exactly evacuating someone." This was all from William Calley. Another example could be found when the narrator describes John Wade's memory, saying, "He watched a woman's head open up. He watched a little boy climb out of the ditch and start to run. And he watched Calley grab the kid and give him a good talking to, and then toss him back and draw down and shoot the kid dead." In an article by Gale, it claims he then aimed at the kid and used his M16 and shot the kid. The book does not talk about Captain Ernest Medina. William Calley claims he was ordered to order his soldiers to kill the civilians. In a personal statement, Calley states, "I was ordered to go in there and destroy the enemy. That was my job that day. That was the mission I was given. I didn't sit down and think in terms of women, men, and children. They were all classified as the same. And that's the classification that we dealt with over there, just as the enemy. I felt that, and I still do, that I acted as I was directed, and I carried out the order that was given, and I do not feel wrong in doing so." Medina later denied his claims and was never found guilty for it. The book does not include much significant information about the trial. For example, O'Brien never discusses about the verdict and that he was later sentenced for life in prison but overturned and was in house arrest. He never talked about the support that William Calley received, even that there was even a song for the release of Calley. In the book, Tim O'Brien portrays William Calley as an evil man. In a testimony, Salvatore Larmentina, an actual soldier, recalls when Calley told him to kill anything that breathed. This shows that Calley has no control and doesn't respect any of the civilians and wanted them all dead. In the book In the Lake of the Woods, the trial of William Calley is partially accurate, but shows some differences and does not include a lot of information.